At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Picked up by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Here's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Steelers nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 9 now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
The Steelers at 5-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Green. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1.
Chubb again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Running right, here's Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
It's 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. A 6-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. He'll find Metcalf. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jarrett.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Chase.
Well, look at the Steeler defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7-7, our score after 1.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he will have the Steelers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
The 46-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Green.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
6-yard pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
This 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. It's Green. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside inside the 10.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And Chummel tried the middle here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here comes third and the length of the football.
They run with Washington. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bengals 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
Now Burrow.
38-yard line.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and
Now Burrow changing things up here.
40-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's another Bengals first down.
Now it's Burrow. Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Powering his way forward. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Burrow will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Austin. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Demetrius Knight, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. McPherson now for the extra point. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jarrett. That is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake. Jarrett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Looks good on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
2nd and 6.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, Austin. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there shouldn't be space to run. They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Now Washington. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Chubb on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Bengals 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jarrett.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32.
And the Steelers.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Jarrett
targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle.
McQueen. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Murray is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Once more, Murray. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
The score, Steelers 35, Bengals 21.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some... And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Ooh, with a juke.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
First down, Cincinnati.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd and 6.
And again, it's Chubb. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2 yards. First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their
will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.